What's happening in the United States? They say it's better late than never. Joe Biden's formal transition is finally starting over 2 weeks after he was declared America's president-elect. Why the delay? Because the authority responsible for kickstarting the presidential transition process refused to acknowledge Joe Biden as the president-elect. The General Service Administration, or GSA, has informed Joe Biden that US President Donald Trump is now ready to begin the transition, finally. This letter was sent to Joe Biden by Emily W. Murphy. She heads the GSA. She is a Trump appointee. Murphy's letter reads, and I'm quoting, "Please know that I came to my decision independently based on the law and the available facts. I was never directly or indirectly pressured by any executive branch official, including those who work at the White House or the GSA, with regard to the substance or timing of my decision. To be clear, I did not receive any direction to delay my determination." I wonder why she has to explain all that. Here's what Donald Trump tweeted earlier today. "In the best interest of our country, I am recommending that Emily and her team do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols, and I have told my team to do the same." Now, this transition letter was sent after Michigan had formally certified its election results in favor of Joe Biden, and some lawsuits filed by the Trump campaign were dismissed. So what does the formal transition include? For starters, Biden's team will be able to access government data, including data on the Wuhan virus, vaccine distribution plans, etc. It will be able to contact the federal agencies. Biden's team will also have access to $6.3 million in government funds for the transition. The team will have access to additional office space and use federal resources to carry out background checks on White House appointments and cabinet picks. Speaking about that, Joe Biden has now announced his cabinet picks, and it's not surprising that several faces from the Obama administration will be seen making a comeback. Let's take a look at the list. 58-year-old Antony Blinken will be Biden's Secretary of State. Avril Haines will be the Director of National Intelligence. She will also be the first female to hold that post. Jake Sullivan has been named the National Security Advisor. Alejandro Mayorkas will be the Secretary for Homeland Security. He will be the first Latino to hold that position. Linda Thomas Greenfield will be the U.S. Ambassador to the United States. Former Secretary of State John Kerry will be the U.S. President's Special Envoy on Climate. Janie Yellen will be the Treasury Secretary. She will also be America's first female Treasury Secretary. Biden's cabinet picks say a lot about how this administration will approach various issues, especially its relationship with India. At least 3 of his core team members have worked very closely with New Delhi. Antony Blinken, for example, the future Secretary of State, has worked extensively on the India portfolio. He visited New Delhi several times during the Obama administration. He has led the Biden-Harris outreach program for Indian Americans. Blinken has underlined the importance of the US-India relationship, asserted that China is a common challenge for New Delhi and Washington, and has signaled support for India's fight against terrorism. Here's someone else who has worked extensively on the India portfolio during the Obama era, United States future National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. The former Secretary of State, John Kerry, who will be Joe Biden's climate envoy, also has held several dialogues with India. It's another story that he once called on India to limit greenhouse gas emissions. Biden's administration will know better than rubbing India the wrong way.